Hi, my name is Jeremy Marcus, and I'll be sharing some financial knowledge with you. Today, I would like to discuss the differences between good debt and bad debt. Having debt is generally not good for your credit score or financial standing, but is some debt good? Good debt refers to cases where debt makes sense. Good debt will help you generate income and increase your net worth. In cases of large purchases, it sometimes makes more sense to arrange affordable monthly payments than to liquidate everything you have to pay for something up front. What are some examples of good debt? Higher education increases potential lifetime earnings. Business loans are an investment to produce future profits. Real estate can be good or bad debt, depending on the real estate market. Real estate can increase in value and generate income through renters or with a future sale. Financial investments can be considered good debt, but is still a risky venture, depending on the investment. So is everything else bad debt? Bad debt occurs when buying an asset that depreciates or using credit as a substitute for cash. Consumable items such as food, household goods, and gas purchased on credit cards are the worst kind of bad debt. The interest rate on credit cards are often much higher than rates on consumer loans, and the revolving line of credit can make it difficult to maintain a low balance. In reality, there is bad debt and worse debt. Defining a debt as good debt would have to mean that you have a guaranteed positive return on your investments, like a high-paying salary guaranteed after graduation, a business that can't fail, a house with an increasing appraisal value, or investments that involve no risk. So why not just pay cash for everything and avoid debt entirely? Well, even if you have the means to fund your lifestyle without borrowing money, you need to accumulate debt and manage it in order to build credit. Lenders look at your past debt to determine if you are creditworthy. Without a record of credit management, there is little grounds to approve credit. With responsible credit management, some cards can earn cash back and rewards. People always ask me how to improve their credit score, yet few know how the calculations are determined. So, what exactly are lenders looking at when they examine your credit score? Your ability to repay. You must show that you have enough income, a cosigner, or a reliable source of income. This may include documentation of tax returns and payroll deposits. Also, don't apply for a loan that is composed of payments that you can't afford. Your amount of debt. Even if your income level is high, if you have extensive debt obligations, lenders will diminish your ability to repay the loan. If you have child support, alimony, or owed taxes, they are included in this factor. Your available credit. A good credit utilization score means you haven't maxed out all your lines of credit. Since the length of your credit history impacts your credit score, keeping credit cards open, active with a low balance, and good payment history will demonstrate your ability to use credit responsibly. Sometimes lenders view a lot of unused credit as a negative component. If you can access significant credit without further checks, your financial situation could change quickly. Why should you care about your credit rating? Because a low credit score results in lower credit limits, higher interest on credit, credit denial, higher auto insurance premiums, and larger down payments on cell phone service, utilities, and rent. The 5th Annual National Credit Score Survey, released by the Consumer Federation of America, or CFA, and Vantage Score Solutions LLC, reveals that consumers are still confused when it comes to factors that will improve their credit score. Here are some proactive steps to improve your credit score. Clean it up. Dispute inaccurate and omitted information. You can also negotiate older information that may be accurate but negative. Request a credit line increase to improve your credit utilization ratio. Increase your credit utilization ratio by carrying a lower balance on cards. Decrease your debt. Paying down debt is the best way to make progress. Monitor changes to your credit report. This also helps deter identity theft. Always pay on time. Keep in mind financial goals, short and long term. Remember that 700 is the magic score for most lenders, and poor credit or lack of any credit will cost you money. Increase your knowledge of personal finance to prevent you from being caught in a revolving debt trap. The credit score survey indicates that consumers are still struggling with cost implications directly related to poor credit. There are also many false ideas out there when it comes to cleaning up one's credit report and increasing the score. You do not need a credit repair company, although a reputable company can be helpful. Marriage or a name change will not raise your credit rating. Carrying a low balance on your credit card and paying the minimum month to month will not improve your credit score. Opening a new credit card will not hurt your credit score. It will usually only drop about 5 points. Closing old accounts with good credit history could hurt rather than help. Checking your own credit report will not impact your credit score. For monitoring your credit, I usually recommend Credit Karma, but there are other great services out there that are also free. Remember that in reality, there's bad debt and worse debt. Being responsible with your credit and minimizing the debt you carry means you will save money in the future. Do you have questions about debt? Ask them on my social media pages or on my website, jeremymarcusfinance.com. As always, tune in next time for more financial tips.